everyone, my name is Mahita and I'm 8 years old. For the past few days I did some research on the internet about rainforests. So now I'm going to share some of these facts with you because they're quite fun to read. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is, what is a rainforest? A rainforest is also known as a tall, dense jungle where trees grow and animals live. It's called a rainforest because of the high amount of rainfall it gets per year. It's been measured between 2.5 and 4.5 meters. Rainforests are home for 16,000 plus plants, species and animals living there, like herbivores, carnivores, omnivores and birds. Rainforests produce nutrition, protein and nice clean air around the world. So the third thing I'd like to talk about is the major rainforests of the world. There are 6 major rainforests of the world. But first, does anyone know any of them? The major rainforests of the world are the Amazon rainforest located in South America, the Madagascar rainforest located in Madagascar in Africa, the Congo River Basin rainforest located in Africa, the Olympic rainforest located in North America, there's the rainforest of Southeast Asia located in Southeast Asia, and finally the rainforest of Central America located in North America. So these are the 6 major rainforests of the world. So to end this slide, I just want to tell you, rainforests can be found all around the world except in Antarctica. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is, what are the layers of the rainforest? There are 4 layers in the rainforest: the emergent layer, the canopy layer, the understory, and finally forest floor. Each layer has meaning. Like what falls from the sky, what the weather is like, what animals live there. So the next few slides are going to be explaining what might happen in each layer. But first, I'm going to be telling you a little bit of each layer so you can think about what might happen in each layer. In the emergent layer, lots of big animals live there and it gets lots of sunlight. In the canopy layer, it's very wet. Again, it gets a lot of sunlight. In the understory, there's only a little bit of sunlight. So my question is, what do the leaves do to get that sunlight? Finally, forest floor. I know you know what happens in forest floor, but I'm anyways going to tell you. On the forest floor, it's very dark and lots of animals hunt for their food. Now I'm going to give you 1 minute to think about what might happen in one of these layers. So the first layer of the rainforest, the emergent layer. The emergent layer is 16 meters tall. Only the tallest and the strongest plants can only live in the emergent layer. The leaves on the emergent layer are very bright because it gets lots of sunlight and rain, and depending on the seasons. On the top of the emergent layer, lots of different kinds of birds live there, like eagles, bats, macaws, monkeys, and other types of birds and animals. In the emergent layer, it's also windy, chilly, and cold because I told you it's dependent on seasons, and the birds adapt of flying and fly back into the emergent layer to stay warm and find something to eat. In the emergent layer, the types of plants that grow there are hardwood evergreen plants and broadleaf plants. The emergent layer gets the most sunlight. So the second layer of the rainforest, the canopy layer. In the canopy layer, it's very wet. The canopy layer at least goes to 33.3 meters or more. The canopy layer has lots of nutrition, so that's why lots of different kinds of animals live there. This layer also blocks understory and the forest floor from harsh sunlight weather, windy weather, storms and thunders. So that's why it's called the shield of the rainforest. In the canopy layer, lots of animals live there like sloths, tree frogs, toucans and other types of birds. But first, the canopy layer and the emerging layer are quite the same because most of their animals can sometimes come down to the canopy layer. The canopy layer is the roots doesn't reach the ground, so that's why they're called air plants. So the third layer of the rainforest, the understory. In the understory, there's only a little bit of sunlight. So do you remember when I said like what are the layers of the rainforest? I said that. My question was, what do the leaves do to get that sunlight? Because it only gets a little bit of sunlight. The answer is, it only gets a little bit of sunlight, so the leaves on the understory grow very big to get that sunlight. In the understory, it is dark, so the plants don't grow that tall or don't grow that fast. The types of plants that live there are climbers, shrubs, and small little plants. The understory is home to lots of animals like bugs, insects, grubs, beetles, and other animals and insects. The weather in the understory is hot and humid. Salamanders and frogs have to be kept in hot or humid weather because they won't survive, or then the skin will be very dry. Here's a little bit more information about the understory. The last layer of the rainforest floor. On the forest floor, lots of animals roam around like tigers, lions, cheetahs and other animals. On the forest floor, plants die very quickly, within 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks, because it's very dark over there and they only get a little bit of sunlight. Because the canopy layer can only produce a little bit of sunlight for the understory and the canopy layer. So the weather of the forest floor is sometimes humid and sometimes cold. So that's why the plants stay for a little time. So now I'm going to be talking about 2 rainforests. The Amazon rainforest and the Madagascar rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is the biggest rainforest in the world. The Amazon rainforest is also known as another name. Do you know what name it's also called? It's called the lungs of the planet. It's called the lungs of the planet because it's the biggest rainforest of the world and it produces the most oxygen around the world. The Amazon rainforest is 55 million years old. The Amazon rainforest 16,000 plus tree species and also 390 billion individual trees. Here's a picture about the Amazon rainforest. So, the second rainforest, the Madagascar rainforest. The Madagascar rainforest is located in the Indian Ocean off the southern coast of Africa. Did you know in the 1800s humans destroyed the Madagascar rainforest? The Madagascar rainforest also used to be the most populous rainforest with the most trees, and now it's the least populous because people burnt it down because the trees were too big. They chopped it down for living purposes. The animal that can live for the longest time in the Madagascar rainforest is a lemur. And do you know what a lemur is? A lemur is a monkey or an ape, and it can only be found in the Madagascar rainforest. Lots of animals could be found, like fences, iguanas, apes, monkeys, toucans, macaques, parrots, and other animals. But remember, the Madagascar rainforest also has an unusual mixed wildlife. In the Madagascar rainforest, it is humid for the plants to grow. Here's a picture about the Madagascar rainforest. Bye bye everyone. Thanks for watching.